Welcome to News Now for February 8, 2012 on M6, your hometown station. I'm Caitlin Herring, here with Aaron Armstead, and our top story today is this past Wednesday, Spain won a major victory in the long court battle with the Florida-based Deep Sea Company over the rights to an estimated $500 million in silver and gold coins. The treasure was recovered in 2007 from a 19th century sunken ship off the Spanish coast. Spanish officials say they now expect 600,000 coins to arrive in Spain soon.
After more than 20 years, Congress is considering a change that will increase the size of semi-tractor trailers on the nation's highways. The proposal will allow truck drivers to haul up to 97,000 pounds instead of the current 80,000-pound limit. The Michigan Department of Transportation has no problems with the proposal since Michigan allows semi-trucks to haul up to 160,000 pounds on its roads. But the Michigan Chiefs of Police believe the weight increase might cause more traffic accidents.
On the national stage, February is marked Black History Month. In the early 20th century, there were no contributions from African Americans in U.S. history textbooks. Then, in 1976, President Gerald R. Ford officially recognized Black History Month. This year's theme will be Black women in American culture and history.
For breaking news in Kalamazoo, a suspected diesel spill was found on the Kalamazoo River. This diesel spill was found in a drainage ditch filled by the stormwater and the Kalamazoo River. Officials in southern Michigan plan to search for the source of the spill later this week.
In the Blue Water area, a change in leadership has been decided at the Marine City Fire Department. Richard Tucker stepped down as chief in December after serving for nearly 40 years. Joseph Slangster will serve as the interim chief. Slangster has been with the department since 1991 and served as assistant chief for about 8 years before becoming interim chief. Although he is not guaranteed the position, he still says he wants to do what's best for the department.
Members of the Sandusky Community Schools Board of Education are looking at the possibility of combining 2 or 3 buildings together. The district has a high school, a middle school, and an elementary school. Board members have not decided which buildings will be combined yet. The superintendent said the district is doing a study of the buildings to see how much the construction would cost and how much it would possibly save on February 15th.
It's too bad what the economy is doing to things.
Yeah, even the schools have to cut back.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it'll work out.
Hopefully. But you know something that did work out? The Super Bowl last Sunday. I hear Katie Durham over in sports has some more information on it.
Thanks, Caitlin. This past Sunday in Indianapolis, the New York Giants faced off with the New England Patriots in Super Bowl 46. Tom Brady completed 27 of 41 passes for 276 yards, and Eli Manning completed his 30 of 40 passes for 296 yards. The Giants shut down the Patriots when a pass thrown by Brady intended for Rob Gronkowski was intercepted by Chase Blackburn at the Giants' 8-yard line. The Giants clinched the victory for their second Super Bowl win over the Patriots. This past Wednesday, in an Egyptian soccer match against the rivals in the city of Port Said, a riot started after a storming of the field by all fans. 73 were killed and 1,000 were injured while fans threw stones, bottles, and knives. Many blamed the military afterwards, saying they were too hesitant to act, which created a violent outbreak. As we come into the last month of college basketball, Kentucky and Syracuse are on the top of the rankings with both only 1 loss. There is one team that has yet to get a loss, which is Murray State. All teams are working hard this month to get the best seed in the March Madness tournament next month. We'll be back for more after this.
My Jamie, she was my baby girl, my precious baby girl. When Jamie was a teenager, she would spend her lunch hours going to the tanning salons. I didn't realize how dangerous they were. If you tan when you're young, your risks for melanoma are increased by 75%. That's huge. What I would say to mothers that allow their daughters to tan, no mother should have to visit their daughter in a cemetery. 1 person an hour dies from melanoma. Jamie's hour was at 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, March 16th, 2007. I hope no one else has to mark their hour.
This message is brought to you by the American Academy of Dermatology.
Welcome back to more News Now on M6. Katie, I hear you have a story that'll make fellow Americans feel proud of themselves.
I do. According to a report published by the Atlas of Giving, Americans gave nearly $347 billion to charity over the year of 2011, which was an increase of 7.5% from 2010. Most of the donating was toward education, disaster relief funds, human needs, and religion, and the total given to nonprofit organizations in 2011 was about $350 billion, a $24 billion increase from last year, showing that even in these hard economic times, there is still hope out there.
Here's the visitor which you won't usually see. A snow owl native of the Arctic was spotted perched on the chimney of a house in Port Huron. Wildlife officials say they have been spotted throughout lower Michigan. Snow owls are about 2 feet tall with yellow eyes. Experts say that they are in lower Michigan looking for food.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's something you won't see every day unless you're up in Alaska.
Yeah, reminds you of Harry Potter, huh?
Yeah.
All right, now over to Jennifer Rose with some more school news.
Thanks, Caitlin. Are you ready to support Relay for Life? Miss Chamorro and Miss Taylor are selling duct tape flower pens for $2. They have many different designs. If you want a cool flower, go see Miss Lafferty or Miss Seddon and they will make you that flower. All proceeds will go towards Relay for Life. Miss Chamorro and Mrs. Taylor are also selling Relay for Life groupie shirts. For more information, please see Mrs. Taylor. Students in Marysville School District are getting excited for another upcoming break. Just having Christmas break, midwinter break will start on February 17th and last until February 22nd. During this time, the weather will be in the low 20s and high 30s, so it's going to be one cold break. So make sure you and your kids bundle up. Juniors, are you worried about your upcoming senior year? On February 29, 2012, Marysville High School will be giving out packets with important information on the year ahead to add to your files. Register with Miss Reed in the counseling office. There is a limited amount of spots, so sign up today. And we'll be right back, right after this.
My name is Amanda. I'm 21 years old. I have lots of friends that use tanning beds that lay out in the sun all the time, and I tell them about Jamie. Jamie was in her early 20s when she was diagnosed with melanoma, and she died right before she turned 30. Jamie's death caused me to stop tanning completely. Before that, in high school, I wanted to be dark and look good in a prom dress or a bathing suit. In high school, it was the thing to do. But after Jamie's death, I completely stepped away from tanning beds and never went back. I know now tanning can cause the worst possible skin cancer you could get. People think tanning is safe. I don't think it's safe. You could die just like Jamie did.
Welcome back to News Now on M6, your hometown station. I hear Jim over in technology has some interesting news for us today.
I actually do, Caitlin. Thank you. Recently, a petition has been circulating asking Apple to address dangerous conditions in their factories for the making of the next iPhone. The petition received 35,000 signatures in the first day it went live. The reason for this petition is the New York Times article detailing the labor issues and the labor abuses in foreign nations. Hopefully the petition gets enough signatures to stop the factory troubles. New studies show that teens who spend a lot of time switching between Facebook, YouTube, texting, and other technology-based activities are more likely to develop social problems than other teens. This is due to the replacement of actual human interaction in their lives. The studies show that it has affected mainly girls, but it also affected boys as well. On Wednesday of last week, a camera from NASA's Gravity Recovery and Interior Laboratory, or GRAIL, returned the first of its unique videos of the moon's dark side. The videos contain images of the North Pole of the moon and some other prominent geological features. The GRAIL will be used to help middle school students to study the moon's surface for the better understanding of its landscape. And back to you, Kate.
Well, that's pretty cool for the middle schoolers. It's pretty entertaining for them. You know, something else that's entertaining. I hear Carly over in entertainment has some pretty cool news too.
I do. Thanks, Caitlin. Journey to the Mysterious Island, starring Dwayne Johnson, Michael Caine, Josh Hutcherson, and others, premieres February 10th. This action-adventure fantasy film entails the gang discovering a very strange island and their attempt to escape it before it sinks, which it does every 140 years. A sequel to 2008's Journey to the Center of the Earth, this movie should most definitely be an exciting hit for the family. In theaters now, Liam Neeson appears in the newest box office film, The Grey. Over the weekend of January 27th through the 29th, it grossed $19.7 million. In The Grey, you find Neeson's character among a few survivors of a plane crash that strands them in the Alaskan wilderness. While they struggle to survive the cold, they also have to fight off the local pack of wolves. Steven Tyler, the frontman of Aerosmith, has announced that Aerosmith is returning to the studio to begin work on a new album. Between Tyler working on the popular show American Idol and scheduling conflicts, the release has been in the works for several years. Steven Tyler claims that the album is written and just needs his lyrics. Now let's go back to Caitlin.
Thank you, Carly. That's all we have for now on M6, your hometown station. We hope to see you next time on News Now.